Welcome to the 3G Fitness Podcast,
where 3 generations of trainers come together to discuss all things fitness related. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 3G's Fitness Podcast. I am the millennial, Coach Cisco.
And I'm the baby boomer, Coach Mike.
And I'm the young buck, Coach Kyle.
And today, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to break it down and talk about amino acids, BCAAs versus EAAs. But first, before foremost, when we get started, let's talk about amino acids. So I got the definition right here in front of me. Amino acids are organic compounds that are the building blocks of protein. Okay. Now, when we try to break it down between BCAAs and EAAs, BCAAs, where are we at right here? They're these 3 amino acids: leucine, isoleucine, and valine. They're known for their roles in muscle protein synthesis.
Which are the essential amino acids?
The essential amino acids are, man, they we got some other. The essential amino acids are.
No, I'm saying the 3 that you stated are of the 9 essential amino acids.
Yeah. There are 3 of the 9.
The 3 of the 9.
3 of the 9.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you wanted the list of all
no,
9.
Not yet, because you were on BCAAs.
Yeah. So the BCAAs provide the 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like Kyle said, there's 9 essential amino acids, and that's on the EAAs. So the essential amino acids are, we have the list right here, and if you guys can correct my enunciation, that would be awesome. We got histidine, isoleucine, lysine, methionine, phenylalanine, 309, tryptophan, and valine. So we're gonna ask our producer to just put them out on a list right there, and that's why. But you might see these in a form of a liquid, drinks out there, supplements to take. The good thing about it, we're just gonna break it down and tell you from a first-hand experience of someone who's taking them right now. How is he taking them? What essential ones are he's taking? And not just that, how it has helped him perform in the weightlifting room.
Well, I do the EAA.
You do EAAs.
And I usually, the ones I'm taking is leucine.
Leucine.
And I'm taking HMB.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually taking the amino acid essentials.
Okay.
And then I take uric acid. Those 4 I take.
And how do you take them?
Well, I use a capsule form, but I open the capsule and I put it into a Boost protein drink. I put them in that.
Oh, so you already
I open them, pop.
Oh.
Put it in the blender, blend it up, and I put my creatine in with it and blend it up.
So you take them all at once?
All at one time in the morning before I hit the gym.
Before your workout. I was going to ask, is it before or after your workout? So.
And I see a lot of growth, not just in size but in strength.
So you've actually been seeing some of the benefits.
What's that?
You've been seeing some of the benefits
Oh yeah, I've gone up on the deadlift. I've gone from 405 to 450, probably within the 2 months that I've been on about 2 months, because the creatine I'm taking, I started off with 5 grams,
Mm-hmm.
and then now I'm taking 10 grams.
See, but you take it all at once. How do you know it's the amino acids that's working?
Going inside me. So I just hope it's all kind of like moving around.
So,
whatever it is, it's working.
But it's working.
Okay,
what's the difference if I take all, in a handful or whatever, and just take them? What's the actual difference?
No, the reason why I say that is because,
maybe you're not giving creatine enough credit as you are EAAs.
I'm giving creatine a lot of credit.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say it. I'm not. I'm giving it a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But so the amino acids are what you feel. Wait. So let me ask you this, because you have a lot of great muscle memory. In the past, when you've taken a break and gotten back into it, you never taken any of these amino acids, BCAAs, right? So this is something that's new to you in the last 2 months.
You have to remember, back when I was younger, we didn't really have these supplements and stuff like this.
Correct.
Okay, we had protein.
Steroids. Oh.
Just kidding.
We had protein, but we didn't have, these amino acids, it wasn't like a thing the way it is now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I never really.
Well,
took,
it's
I never really took it.
it's studied like crazy, right? So
Right.
now things are a lot more.
A lot more. And so when I decided to take it, I decided to take them and just mix it in with the protein, with the Boost, Boost protein drink, and just blend it all together. So I do get my protein from that, and because Boost usually runs about 20 grams of protein per bottle. So I take 2 bottles.
Okay.
And I mix it in, and I mix it all, blend it in all together. And then since I've been doing that, I've been getting a lot stronger. And I also see my size.
So you're just a supplement machine right now, is what we're getting at.
Basically.
But the whole point with like the amino acids is pretty much it's going to help with the protein, right?
But you also got to remember when you get older,
Yeah.
you take in less protein.
Exactly. That's what I was going to lean with too. And then not just that, with the amino acids that you're taking, it's also helping you like with your muscle recovery as well too.
Recovery.
Muscle fatigue.
But you still, I take 3-day recovery days out of the week.
Yeah.
And
But I
so-
mean, for you to get back,
So are you still taking those amino acids on your days off?
On my days off.
On your days
I
off.
take them 7 days
Yeah.
a week.
Okay.
See, I've never taken essential amino acids, but I've taken BCAs. And it's been a minute, but it was like in the beginning of my fitness journey where I think when I was doing research, they said that you want to drink BCAs as an intra workout to help mitigate like muscle breakdown too much. But I fell off of that because what I had was way too sweet. And I just like drinking water.
So I was exactly like you. I would take them too, and I maybe did it just for about 2 months. This was over 10 years ago, and it was just like. But to me, it kind of I felt like it kept my energy levels pretty good too. Like I didn't feel like I wore out too much. But the same thing, I'm not big on drinking throughout my workout back then. Now, shit, I can drink a gallon throughout my workout. But back then, I felt like I was constantly drinking through it or anything like that. And things have changed and whatnot. But it's funny because it's one of those where I stopped taking them for a reason. Kyle, why did you stop taking them for a reason? And I have a feeling I know why, but like,
Sure, I just said it.
Yeah. Oh, you said it was sweet.
Yeah, it was too sweet.
It was too sweet, right? Yeah. But like,
I feel like I didn't need it because I already was like focusing on protein already.
There you go.
Obviously, that's amino acids. That's building block of a protein.
So because you got to say, like, all of us, I think we all can intake protein close to our body weight. That's why I don't think we really push, BCAAs, EAAs, because I feel like we already get it from our daily intake of food.
Well,
General
that's
population probably
That's
doesn't.
why I
Exactly.
stopped with the protein powder. I cut that out, and I just go with the EAA.
What you talking about, Willis?
Yes,
Oh,
I don't
so
take
you-
the I don't take. I did take the protein powder.
Oh,
at the
so
beginning.
the protein powder is not part of the supplement machine that you
No,
take.
I stopped. I started on it,
Interesting.
and I was taking it, and then when I made the transition over to the EAA and the creatine and all that, I stopped taking the protein. But then I was also taking the liquid Boost, which was giving me
It's pretty much the same, right, Willis?
40 grams of protein.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's gonna always be about making sure you're getting your protein in. I would probably say, most of our protein we get from our food, but like how Kyle was kind of alluding is that the general population probably even struggles to get protein in. So supplements as BCAAs, EEAs are very quick and simple. Like you don't have to cook anything. You literally just, like how you said, pop it, take it, and you're good and whatnot. But I just do feel that if you are already eating the proper amount of protein, if you're eating your 3 to 5 meals a day, you don't need to be taking these supplements. That's one thing I tell my clients. Will it hurt you? No. If you're not on the proper, intake of a diet or anything like that, then definitely go for it. But if you are getting close to your weight in grams of protein on a daily intake, you should be fine,
Yeah.
So
It looks like EAAs are basically the same
So
thing
it's
as
like
whey
what?
protein. It's
Everybody's-
just so I looked it up. Whey protein is a complete protein source containing all 9 essential amino acids, which is also EAAs. But it says EAAs are often favored for their faster absorption
that's why,
and lighter digestive load compared to whey.
And
So
it's important.
Yeah, he substituted
So-
for the same thing.
What do you think you should be taking a day in protein? About how many grams?
I'm like Kyle on this body weight. Whatever your body weight is,
About 1 gram.
Yeah, 1 gram. If not, then I would probably, if you can't get to 1 gram, try to aim for about 75 to 80% of your body weight in grams. And then that way you should be there. If you're doing more than that, which I know you're probably going to tell us you're doing like 500 grams a day. I saw that face. I saw your face already looking at me.
I know I do over 100 grams.
Yeah.
I know I do.
But you, like right now,
because the supplements I take is one part. The rest of it's food.
Yeah, if you can get it from food, then you're going to be fine.
Because the leucine comes from a lot of the meat and stuff like that. So,
and like I said, it's the protein. We're always going to say. And I think we beat this down. It's probably the number one, pretty much source of macro that we all push.
Yeah.
When it comes to dieting,
I want to go back to that leucine though, because that's a good point. So, do we know how much leucine we get from meat?
Like, what do you mean, percentage wise? Or
so I think they say, if I'm not mistaken, I gotta double check on this, but I think it takes about a pound of meat for you to get 2 to 3 grams of leucine. Or am I talking about creatine?
I was gonna say 5.
Let me look it up. Hold on.
a pound of meat?
Yeah.
You were thinking it's gonna take 5 pounds of meat?
I might be talking about creatine. Hold on, give me a sec.
I thought it was 5 grams.
I mean, regardless, I mean, protein is going to be super important, and one of those things.
Just kidding. I'm talking about creatine.
You are talking about creatine, right? But no, we're like. But then, if you guys are lacking protein, if you guys are lacking all those things, there could be major downfalls or anything like that. And even if you're lacking these essential amino acids, there's a clinical downfall to it as well too. Yeah. I mean, one of the articles that we were reading in earlier, I'm going to quote it right here, and then we'll even put the link up there so you guys can click on it. Says, clinical symptoms may appear during states of inadequate intake of essential amino acids, such as vomiting, low appetite, and then these symptoms may also include depression, anxiety, insomnia, fatigue, weakness, and growth stunting in the young.
So it's the lack of
amino acids. Yeah. Once again, if you're lacking amino acids, you're probably lacking protein intake. If you're lacking protein intake, they go hand in hand, and that's what happens. That's why I think it's essential for people to get this, whether it's through supplements or through food intake. And like I said, Mike has been someone that's walking around, getting good results on it, getting his fitness journey back. You know, Mike is trying to catch up to me in strengths, and I think he's getting close to it because he is on a proper intake. So, you guys, any final words on BCAAs, amino acids?
I'm going to catch him and pass him. I already know it because I feel it. You know, I feel it when I'm in the gym. I feel the strength coming. You know, I'm comfortable. I feel good.
Uh-huh.
I know my technique and everything is perfect, is right.
Yeah.
So I know it's going to happen.
Anyways, these supplements are not needed, but it would help, okay?
It would help. Like I said, if you guys are struggling to get it through food, you guys have supplements to help you out. So that's always the purpose of it. Like I said, if you're like Big Mike right here, he probably doesn't need it, but it doesn't hurt him that he's taking them as well too.
Yeah.
You can catch up to this. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know, that was a quick and simple breakdown of amino acids, essential amino acids. I am Coach Cisco.
I'm Coach Michael.
Coach K.
Catch you on the next one.